I believe we're live. Oh my gosh, we're live. Some new music. We're gonna wake you guys up. Wake up, everybody. All right. Hello, Michael. Hi, everybody. We're just gonna wait till everyone gets on. Good morning, Vietnam. How are you? All right. Let's light this candle. Very good. Michael, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Quý vị để ý cái nhạc mới không vậy? You like this music? Hold on. Wow. Okay. Hello, everyone. Lynn says, happy fabulous Monday. Lynn down there in Virginia. Okay, let's see who we have on tonight. If you're watching from the United States, you know what to do. You know what to do. If you're from Vietnam, you really know what to do. Okay? By the way, do we have anyone who's new? Anyone who doesn't know what to do? Có ai không? Có ai không có biết what to do không? Okay, so lots of ones. Hello, vâng. Rồi nếu mà quý vị đang coi từ Mỹ nha. Okay, number 1, từ Việt Nam, number 2, từ Canada thì number 3. Úc tự nhiên Úc lên đến 4 rồi đó. Yeah. Ủa có ai 5 vào đây vậy? 5. Russia? What? Okay, everyone. And good morning to you in Vietnam. Very, very nice. And then some people from Canada. I love it. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hello, Thầy Robert. Thầy Robert. Hello. Nice to see you. Okay, everybody. Happy Monday. Not just any kind of Monday. It is Money Monday, everybody. Money Monday. Nghĩa là gì? Let's light the candles. Là bắt đầu đó. Cái ông Mỹ ông nói là let's light the candles. Là bắt đầu thôi. Nhiều lúc người Mỹ họ hay có những cái saying thật là vui. Nếu mà mình chỉ nói là let's get started thì nó hơi boring, nên mình nói những cái câu khác. Let's light the candles. Robert, thank you for that one. Let's get the show on the road. Right? Let's get the show on the road. Okay. Hôm nay Leyna hơi mệt. I did a lot of driving today. A lot of driving. Hôm qua đó, ông xã Leyna không có được khỏe. So of course, what do I do? So he said to me, honey, I feel off. Feeling off means là mình không có bình thường đó. Mình thấy nó cái gì nó sao đó. And thường he's very khỏe mạnh lắm. Và tính tình khi nào cũng vui lắm. Hôm qua hơi mệt, nhưng mà tính tình vẫn vui. That's right. He says, honey, do you think you can gao yaw for me? Gao yaw. So I said, of course I can gao yaw. So hồi hôm gao yaw cho ông xã. And then ngủ giấc sáng dậy khỏe. So he's a believer. He's a believer. He feels better. So anyway, so that was my exciting night. So I have been staying up late. I have been getting up early. I've been doing a lot of work, but it's still fun. Mặc dù hơi mệt, nhưng vẫn vui. And that's all you can ask for. Okay. That's all you can ask for. Thầy Robert nói là hơi romantic. Seriously, romantic. Thì người yêu mình mà bệnh thì mình cạo gió chứ sao nữa, phải không? And guess what? Bây giờ Hy cũng rất là giỏi về cạo gió. Mỗi lần mà Leyna ệ oải đó thì Danny cạo gió. Mà cạo rất là giỏi đó. And then Hy cạo mà Hy thấy nó đỏ, nó sưng lên, nó, you know, oh, he loves it, Hy chụp hình. How did I do, honey? So, okay. Rồi, hôm nay mình sẽ nói về interest. Interest là tiền lời. Okay? So let's talk about interest. Let's try to understand compound interest. So what is interest? Interest is the price that you pay to borrow money or the cost you charge to lend money. Basically, that's what interest is. Okay, là tiền lời. Okay? So there are two kinds of interest. There's simple interest and compound interest. Simple and compound. Let's take a look at the differences. Simple interest is calculated by multiplying the principal, là tiền vốn của mình đó, okay, nhân với tiền lời. Multiply the principal by the interest rate. Đó tiếng Mỹ kêu, tiếng Anh kêu là simple interest. So for example, chẳng hạn như mình có 10.000 đồng, okay, mình sẽ ăn 5%. Simple interest. So you've got $10,000. You're going to times that by the interest rate, 5%. Okay? That means you make $500. Very easy, very simple. Okay, so let's say we're going to invest this for 3 years. Okay, so the first year you get 500. Year 2 cũng là 500 luôn. Và year 3 cũng là 500 luôn. So in 3 years you will make $1,500 for a total of $11,500. So far, so good? So far, so good? That makes sense, right? Cái này mà ai không hiểu nha, không nên đầu tư về gì trơn á. Okay? So that's simple interest. Now we're going to look at compound interest, my favorite. Compound interest is earning interest on the principal and then any interest you've earned. So you can think about it as earning interest on the interest too. Okay? Mình ăn tiền lời nơi cái tiền vốn. Nhưng mà cái năm sau mình ăn tiền lời nơi cái tiền vốn và cái tiền lời mà mình ăn năm ngoái. That's the way to do it. So back to our example. $10,000, 5%. Compound interest. Năm đầu. $10,000 times 5%, you earn $500. Okay? The second year, well, now you've got $10,500. So then you're going to multiply that by the 5% interest. Then you will make $525. All right. The third year, well, you add the 525 to the 10,500 you already have. So now you're starting the third year with $11,025. You multiply that by 5%. The interest on the third year will be $551. So in 3 years, your total will be $11,576 using compound interest, compared to $11,500 using simple interest. Now, if you look at that and you say, well, that's not a big difference, you're fired. That's right. You're fired. Okay. It's not a big difference if you're looking at a short amount of time or a little amount of money. So in 3 years, you make $76 more than the person earning simple interest. But if you compound that year after year, that's amazing. Phải không? So which is better? Well, simple interest is better if you're borrowing money. So if you have to pay the interest, simple interest is better. But if you're investing money, compound interest, of course. Cái này là sao? Cái này là no brainer. No brainer là sao? Là không cần suy nghĩ luôn á. Ai mà cần suy nghĩ nha. You're fired. Okay. Compound interest is the most powerful source in the universe. Do you know who said that? That is a quote. Anybody know? Has anyone ever heard that before? Compound interest is the most powerful source in the universe. Albert Einstein said that. Albert Einstein said compound interest is the most powerful source in the universe. He also said compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. I want you to think about that for a second. Man, that Albert Einstein guy was smart. This is how powerful compound interest is, that Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. That's pretty powerful. So when you are looking to invest, okay, I've always told you, you need a lot of time or a lot of money, preferably both. A lot of time or a lot of money. So if you're starting late, okay, you have to make up for it in money. Còn như if you're young, you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money if you have a lot of time. And all of this is true when you are using what? Well, actually either, but especially compound interest. Như vậy, nếu mà quý vị lớn tuổi rồi đó, okay, I've talked to a lot of people, they're in their 50s, mới bắt đầu là lo về retirement. Some people even in their 60s. Now they think it's too late. It's actually not too late. Do you know when it's too late? It's too late when you need the money and you don't have it. Okay, then it's too late. Then it's too late. But if you understand compound interest, then you know what to do. You know what to do. So it makes me sad to hear someone in their late 50s or early 60s say, oh, it's too late now. I'm not going to do anything. That's really sad. You know why? Because unless they plan on dying soon, they're not going to have enough money. It is not too late. Sure, you should have started a long time ago. But I don't want you to 5 years from now think, oh, I wish I would have done it 5 years ago. Phải không? So if you're late 50s, early 60s, it's okay. We can do something, but you have to make up for it in money. So when I have someone who contacts me and they are, in their 50s hoặc là early 60s, and they xài tiền dữ lắm. Tính ra thì đáng ra phải dư, nhưng mà hỏi thì họ nói là không dư đồng nào hết. Because they're not saving. Lấy về bao nhiêu là cứ xài. Okay? Biết là mình, what do they call it? Là mình sống cho hiện tại thôi đó. Là có bao nhiêu là xài mấy nhiêu thôi. Okay, that's bad. That's really bad planning. Rồi mai mốt, mình lớn tuổi, mình bệnh, tiền đâu mình trị. You won't have any. Khi đó mới là, sometimes people say, I don't want to be a burden to my children. Do you know when you're a burden to your children? Is when your children have children who need to go to school, who need to get married, who need to buy a car. And then you've got parents who get sick and don't have any way to pay for it. Then you're a burden. So it's not too late. It's not too late. So let's get serious about your future. I know no one wants to live until they're 100. Well, maybe some, but some people do. I don't know. Nhưng mà it always makes me laugh. Nhiều lúc nói chuyện and rất là nhiều người nói là thôi thôi tôi không có sống đến tuổi đó đâu. 86 tuổi nói thôi tôi không sống đến tuổi đó đâu. Ủa? How do you know? How do you know? Rồi nếu khi đó mình sống đến 87 thì sao? So it's not too late, but you must do it now and you must make up for it in money. If you don't have time, you have to have more money. Còn như nếu mà you đang trẻ nha, 20 mấy, 30 mấy, 40 mấy, we still consider you trẻ. Then you have a lot of options and you've got time. And nếu mà quý vị mà 40 mấy and you make good money, oh my gosh. You should be doing something very smart with your money. And then when you get to be about 60 something, you don't have to worry about anything. Right? And right. Jim Rotter, your video is great tonight. Jim, thank you. Ông Jim này, ông ấy dễ thương lắm đó nha. Jim is 80. And Jim, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to tell your story. I met Jim several years ago when I worked for CBS, and he was very interested in weather. So he was part of a weather watcher group. And when I first met him, if I compared Jim, however many years ago that was, 7, 8 years ago maybe, to the Jim I know now, two different people. Bây giờ là he 80 tuổi rồi. Mỗi ngày nha quý vị, mỗi ngày đó, he joins me for exercise in the morning. Bây giờ ông ấy khỏe mạnh hơn và ông dĩ nhiên là ông ấy yêu đời hơn rồi đó. He's so happy. And even ở tuổi 70 mấy, he started to think about his financial future. And so he took action. And not only will he be able to take care of himself, ông ấy rất là dễ thương, ông ấy đang bảo trợ một đứa bên Việt Nam đó. Yep. Và mỗi lần mà có tổ chức gì mà, you know, charity event, sẵn sàng. So he's loving life. Yeah. 80 tuổi rồi đó quý vị ơi. So don't say you're not going to live until 86, because what if you do? Leyna hay thường nói với bạn bè là don't worry about, you know, don't worry about am I going to live long enough. I mean, of course you should be taking care of your health. Mình phải lo cho sức khỏe của mình nè. Ngoài cái mà ăn uống và exercise, you have to take care of yourself mentally. Right? Cái gì mà không có nên, như là không có đáng để mình lo, không có đáng để mình tức giận á, then don't do it. Don't do it. Nó rất là hại. Okay? So take care of your mental health too. Nhưng mà you should be worried that you're going to live too long. And make sure you have something to live on. That's the problem right there. Okay. Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Glad to see you on here. Jim is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Indeed, indeed he is. Very, very nice. And I love that. He loves watching my videos. He loves watching. And sometimes he learns a little something about the English language. Okay. I got a Facebook message from a Kimberly, I believe up in the Bay Area. And she had a lot of questions about traditional versus Roth IRA. And she had some questions about her 401k. For some reason, she thought là 66 tuổi rưỡi mới là cái tuổi mà bắt buộc phải lấy ra. So there's some bad information there. And so she just asked me to talk about it a little bit. So I just have a few things that I'm going to point out. Hello, Albert, up there with the stars. So very briefly, traditional versus Roth IRA. Traditional is before tax dollars. Okay, so when you contribute to your 401k at work, for example, a lot of people do it with before tax dollars. Như vậy là họ lấy cái tiền đó họ bỏ vào cái 401k trước khi là họ tính thuế cái tiền lương của mình, phải không? So that's before tax dollars. But please think very carefully about why you're doing it. Okay, như vậy mình đang hoãn thuế. So tax on withdrawals. Như vậy mười mấy năm, 20 năm, 30 năm sau lấy ra mình phải trả thuế chứ. Of course. Okay. Roth, on the other hand, after tax dollars. So that's earned income. You've already paid tax on it. You put it in a Roth IRA. No tax on the withdrawals. When you take the money out, no tax. Okay, so it's very easy. If you put money in before you pay taxes, then you have to pay taxes when you take it out. If you've already paid your money, you put it in, then you don't have to pay taxes when you take it out. And your growth is tax deferred. By the way, the more people learn about Roth, the more they want to put into their Roth, right? Right? Okay. Well, there's kind of a problem with that too, and I'll show you. Right. Both traditional and Roth have contribution limits. Oops, that's contribution limits. For 2023, $6,500 a year or $7,500 if you're over 50. They also have the 59.5 rule. You cannot touch the money until you are at least 59.5. So if you're saving your money when you start working, 20 something, 30 something, you're still putting all this money, okay, in your Roth or your traditional. You're about 45, you need the money? No. And if you take it out, penalty. So that's the 59.5 rule. And both have RMDs, required minimum distribution. Required, bắt buộc. Okay? You must take it out. And if you don't, penalty. Nhất là những cái 401k mình save trong đó, rồi mười mấy năm, 20 năm sau, cái giá trị nó lên, right? It grows. Rồi khi đó quý vị phải, chính phủ bắt mình là phải bắt đầu mình lấy ra đó. Nhưng mà lấy ra là phải trả thuế. Nhưng mà bây giờ cái số tiền nó lớn, quý vị không muốn trả thuế. Rồi mình không có lấy ra. Không lấy ra bị IRS phạt. Bad. Okay. Yeah, same with the 401k. So required minimum distributions. Let's talk about Social Security. Social Security. Is anyone old enough to remember that like Social Security is supposed to take care of us when we get old? Does anyone remember that? Yeah, well. So how much will you get? How much will you get? For those of you living in the United States, if you've had earned income, of course, this all is dependent on how long you've worked, right? So we've been paying taxes on it. in your old age, you're supposed to be getting some Social Security benefits. To figure out how much you will receive in Social Security benefits, you can go to ssa.gov. ssa.gov. It's not a quick thing. If you've never signed up on there, it's not quick. Okay, they have to verify your identity. Yeah. So you can't just like that. Know that it may take a few days, but it will show you if you retire early at 62, how much do they estimate that you'll get? Right? And then 67. Know that once you start taking Social Security, then that's the amount. Like you don't get more than that. So if you want to get the bigger amount, you have to continue working. Okie dokie. Yes. So I don't know, SUİT. I don't know how old you are or how much you've been putting into your 401k. If I could share, I'm not sharing any confidential information, but I've talked to a lot of people who have always heard I should put money in my 401k. So they just max it out because they think they're getting a tax benefit, which they are now. Yeah. Now, only to know later you have to pay taxes. So the problem becomes this. Some people are like, oh, no, it's okay. I don't, you can give me money, I'll pay the taxes. Until they see how much in taxes they have to pay. Do not think that you're going to be making less money when you retire. So there's so many, there's so many moving parts, okay? Because everyone's different. Everyone's situation is different. If you're young now and you're making a lot of money, it's okay to defer some of that tax, okay? I'm a big believer in diversifying. Như vậy là mình không có phải là mình làm một cái thôi. They do several things. So 401k is, especially if they match. Personally, I would not, knowing what I know now, I would not contribute to a 401k with before tax dollars unless it was being matched. So if the company is going to match 5%, contribute 5%. Nhưng mà I've talked to so many people, the company nhiều lúc không có match luôn, họ cũng max out. And sometimes the company matches 3%. They contribute like 20%. Okay? So if you don't know what's happening to your money, and especially if you don't know what other options you have, then people blindly just do what they've always heard, 401k. They don't even know that 401k is a tax code. Okay, in 1978, when income tax was sky high and people were hurting, so the government created the 401 Section K tax code that allows you to put money away before taxes so you can defer your taxes. Okay. These are the things you should think about. One, if your salary is low now, but you expect it to change and you expect it to go up, okay, you have to think about that. Also, 20, 30 years down the road when you're retiring, you have to look at the amount of money that's going to accumulate in your 401k. So especially if you have a lot of time. Mà Leyna thấy rất là nhiều người Việt Nam, you know why? Because they're so good at working. Người Việt Nam mình very chịu khó làm lắm. Rồi tống vào 401k maximum. Okay? Đến khi cái chừng 70 mấy tuổi, trong cái 401k 2 triệu đồng. Many people, believe it or not, 2 triệu đồng. So the required minimum distribution is based on what you have in your account. That's one stream of income. You have a Roth? Oh, that's another stream of income. Social Security? Oh, that's another stream of income. So you must always consider all the different streams of income you'll have coming in. And also, your tax deductions have gone away. Tiền nhà trả xong hết rồi. No more house mortgage payments, no more car payments. Con cái lớn hết rồi, no more dependents. Okay? Nếu mà hồi trước mà quý vị có business expense, bây giờ cũng retire là hết rồi. Như vậy bây giờ mình có một đống tiền retirement money. No more deductions. So now, are you making more money now, or were you making more money while you were working so hard? And then as we get older, we have to look at the possibility that our spouses will die. And if they die before you, you will inherit their income. So then now you're single with even more income. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be a problem. Is there anything you can do about it? Absolutely. It's great that you're saving money. It's great that you're thinking about taxes. You're thinking about taxes. Nhưng mà you might not be thinking it in the right way. Okay, mình đang nghĩ là mình không có muốn trả thuế, nên mình cứ bỏ tống vào 401k. Nhưng mà if you don't like paying taxes now, I guarantee you, you are not going to like paying taxes when you're retired and you have a big chunk of money coming from 401k. So what you can do is think about, how do I take this money that I've earned? And how do I grow it so that mai mốt mình lấy ra mình không trả thuế? Oh, now that's smart. Is it possible? Yes, it is. So you've got your taxable bucket income right now. Okay? Put it somewhere where you're going to grow it. No tax later on. No tax, no tax. Và bên cạnh đó, mình có thêm tiền tử. Cái gì mà xảy ra cho mình á, hãng bảo hiểm đền cho gia đình. Và tiền bệnh. That's the most important. Nếu quý vị không có tin, please look up medical bills. This country is in trouble. Medical bills bankrupt families. So my husband is also in healthcare. He's on the business side of it. And he has seen so many families go bankrupt because of unexpected medical bills. And guess what? Almost all medical bills are unexpected. People think they're healthy. They're young. They don't, not going to get sick. People don't plan on having a stroke. They don't plan on having a heart attack. They don't plan on getting into a very bad accident. So it's all unexpected. So be smart and have a plan in place. And if you structure the plan correctly, if you don't use the money for sickness, let's say, oh, you're blessed, you never get sick. That's wonderful. Well, then use the money for cash. Take it out. right? So plan it, be smart about it. Don't just là mình không có suy nghĩ, mình không có đặt câu hỏi gì hết trơn, mình cứ là nghe người ta nói xong mình làm thôi. No, never do that. But a lot of people, they call me and we sit down, we take a look at their whole financial situation. And I'm so surprised. Hỏi gì về 401k? Không biết gì trơn. Nothing. Nhiều lúc người ta bỏ vào 401k không có nhìn luôn cái balance. Yeah. And the same thing with insurance. If you have bought insurance, if you've bought life insurance and you've never talked to anyone about it since the day you bought it, that's bad. That's bad. You need to look at it because you can change it. Your life changes. For instance, you know cái phone nè, this phone, okay? Hồi trước mình có cái phone bình thường thôi, right? You know, like a flip phone. I can still make calls on it. It still works like a phone. And then after a while, life changed. Phones changed. Suddenly I need it. I need a good camera. Actually, that's a want. That's a want. But suddenly I need a phone where I can check my email. Right? I need a phone that's like a little computer. So where would I be if I just kept on that old phone? That old phone that I bought 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Right? Things change. You need to change with the times. Nên nếu ai mà có life insurance từ lâu rồi đó, ok, mình mua rồi mình về nhà mình thấy nó đâu đó không biết nữa. Nhưng mà chưa có ai liên lạc mình để là coi lại cái policy. That's really bad. So if you're one of those people là mua lâu rồi đó, không có nhìn lại nó đó, tội nghiệp vậy. Please call me. I'm happy to look at it for you. I'm happy to help you make sense. Tại vì dĩ nhiên là quý vị không có trong ngành, mình đâu có biết a cash surrender value là sao, policy value là sao, và tại vì sao cái số surrender charge thì nó khác cái số surrender cash value. Like it's confusing. That's why sometimes people get stuck and they nghĩ là they mua đến cái tuổi nào đó rồi xong. No. Things change. Okay? Nhiều người Leyna thấy rất là tội là tại vì lúc đó họ mua, có thể cái người bán không có giải thích cho đàng hoàng. Nên họ cứ nghĩ là vậy, họ cứ nghĩ là sau này là vậy. Like today, someone asked me, hình như ở tuổi 65 là tôi lấy cái tiền mà tôi đóng vào hết được đó. Yeah, mình nói thì mình nghe, nghe nó, really? That? Nhưng mà thật sự, you have to find out why. Nhưng mà khi Leyna nhìn lại cái hồ sơ nha, hồ sơ của họ không có cái đó. It's called return of premium. Không có cái đó. So for those of you who have it, know what you're giving up for that. Như vậy mình trả mười mấy năm, mấy chục năm, 20 năm, whatever. Rồi sau này nó nói mình 65 tuổi mình lấy cái tiền vốn đó, cái tiền mà mình trả vào, the premium. Well, guess what? The cost of insurance goes up as you get older. For example, nếu quý vị có một cái hợp đồng nửa triệu đi, 500.000. Mỗi năm mình trả cái premium vào đó. Rồi mình cứ nghĩ, mình cứ nhớ là đến khi 65 tuổi mình lấy cái tiền mà mình bỏ vào hết được. Nhưng mà quý vị có biết không? Mình lấy cái tiền đó nhưng mà mình xóa luôn cái 500,000. So what have you done? Mình mất cái tiền tử, mình mất cái protection. Như vậy là mấy chục năm nay quý vị mua cái gì? And now you're older. Okay, now you're older and you need the protection. Nhưng mà there are some policies khi mà đến 65 tuổi tự nhiên cái premium nó jump up. đang trả mấy trăm, nó không có quá nặng nề, tự nhiên gửi giấy tờ về phải trả nhiều hơn. And mỗi năm nó nhiều hơn. Có một trường hợp 2.000 mấy, còn cái năm sau nữa đó 3.000. It's unbelievable. So do yourself a favor. Go find your insurance policy. Let's take a look at it. Let's protect you. Let's not wait until it's too late. Let's not wait too long. Okay? We can get you something better. It's like this. It's like bây giờ cái điện thoại cũ đó, let's trade it in and let's get you something good, something you can use, something that can help you, something that's useful, something mà nó có giá trị. Còn như cái policy cũ, maybe it's worthless. Thật sự như vậy. Okay? There are some policies right now upside down. Upside down. And cũng là just a couple days ago, someone asked me to look at their policy. And when I figured it out, the premium that they pay for when they think they can stop turns out to be more than the death benefit, more than the face value. How does that make sense? It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. So, all right. Someone said, in general, over 50 years old and still worrying about finances is a failure. Well, it certainly means that they didn't plan very well. But you know what? I believe instead of putting them down and telling them they're a failure, they have options. They have options. If you're 50 or over and you're looking at retirement and you think like you're in trouble, reach out. We can help you. It's not too late. Okay? Don't make a bad decision worse by failing to act. Okay? Like no one has to be mắc cỡ, embarrassing gì. No. You know why? Cái này là không phải là lỗi về quý vị, nhưng mà quý vị tin tưởng người ta cho quý vị một cái hợp đồng. Okay? Họ viết một ngã, nhưng mà quý vị thì cứ nghĩ một ngã, and then bây giờ it's bad. It's okay. Let's fix it. Còn như nếu mà quý vị biết là cái hợp đồng đó chắc có lẽ là không có được quá tốt, nhưng mà quý vị cứ là the other day, what did I say? Love, phải không? Là mình không có lo về nó, mình like you don't want to look at it. Mình biết, mình nhìn mình sẽ tức, mình sẽ giận, mình sẽ buồn. Nhưng mà you have to. Do it now. Don't wait 5 years. Quý vị ơi, mỗi năm nhá, mỗi năm là your insurance cost goes up. You can be healthy, doesn't matter. Your age makes a big difference. Nên tại sao quý vị sẽ không có bao giờ mà trẻ hơn bây giờ? That's for sure. Okay, you're never going to be younger than you are right now. And for many of you, you may not ever be as healthy as you are right now. So take advantage of it. Because when is your birthday? Let's think of when is your birthday? Okay? Unless it was in January or the first half of February, you need to look at it and you need to do something before you get a year older. And some companies, they forward your age. Mặc dù khi mà bây giờ mình đang là 55, nhưng mà đối với bảo hiểm á, nó cho mình là 56. So that makes a big difference. So anyway, doesn't matter. 50 years old, you didn't plan very well, you have a bad policy, you didn't save money. Start now. Start now. You may live another 30, 40 years. Okay, so let's do something about that. Don't be embarrassed. It's not your fault that you didn't understand clearly insurance. Nếu mà quý vị đã từng mua hợp đồng rồi đó, quý vị biết many pages. Okay? It's hard. Quý vị biết không? Nhiều người trong ngành học cũng không biết đó. Không phải mà everyone in the business knows everything. Not everyone who's in the business cares. Okay? I want you to ask questions, and I'm going to help you answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out for you. Còn như nếu mà your agent, you ask them and they don't return your calls, or, you want to see something, but they haven't answered you yet, don't let it go. Hold them accountable. And guess what? If they won't, I will help you. I will look at it and I will tell you what I see. Okay? Okay. 50 is never too late. It isn't. Đừng có nói mà đụng chạm nha. Hôm nay là năm này là Leyna 50. Oh, hold on. Năm nay 54 rồi. So I'm 54 years old this year. And guess what? I love life. I feel like I'm like beginning to live. That's how excited I am about life. So you should live that way too. Yeah. Okay. Michael, thank you. Please hit the like button. No, age is not just a number. Don't say that. Age is not just a number. That's just a saying to make people feel better. When it comes to legalities and insurance, age is almost everything. So, okay. But yes, Michael, please, quý vị nhấn like chưa? Có chưa? Yeah. Like. Wow, Michael, look at that. Yes, that's right. If you'd like to get in touch with me. Okay. If you'd like to get in touch with me, there's the website. It's Leyna Nguyen.net. Rồi đó đó. Oh, I look 45? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I hope you learned something. Remember, compound interest, so powerful. And by the way, when we're talking about your retirement earning interest, of course, if you have to borrow money, interest also plays a role in that. But when we're talking about your retirement and building some wealth, okay, compound interest is not just your best friend. Compound interest is your lover, baby. Compound interest is your lover. Albert Einstein didn't say that. Albert Einstein didn't say that. The money that you are making right now, let's take a look at it, because I think for most people, and you should be doing more than one thing, but for most people, take a chunk of that money, just a little bit, whatever the extra, put it into an IUL where we're talking about compound interest over a long period of time that also gets you protection and income in retirement. Need I say more? No. Okay? It's the eighth wonder of the world, says Albert Einstein, the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Don't be the guy who pays it. Don't be that guy. So let's earn some compound interest. Thank you. That is a t-shirt. Compound interest is your lover. And that's all I have tonight. What do you think about that? Rồi có question gì không? Có question gì không? You can't ask me questions like, what's the best thing to do for retirement? Because there's no answer to that. Phải không? Everyone's situation is different. Nên nếu mà quý vị muốn Leyna nhìn lại cái hợp đồng cũ của quý vị đó, go find it. And đáng ra là mỗi năm họ gửi cho mình cái statement. Go find it. Let me look at it. And in fact, when I look at it, I'm going to show you what it means. Chứ không có mình không có nhìn mình nói không, cái này không có được, chị nên mua cái khác đâu. Never. I'm going to point out to you what you should be looking at. Nhá. Hồi xưa họ nói là năm nay nè, cái giá trị nó sẽ như vậy. Rồi bây giờ 8 năm sau, 10 năm sau, whatever, quý vị đã nhìn lại chưa? No, most people don't. Let's look at it. Nếu mà hồi xưa họ promise quý vị là năm này nó sẽ là giá trị là 15.000 đi. Mà bây giờ mình nhìn lại, nó mới có 7.000 thôi. You are in big trouble. You're in big trouble. So let me help you. Yeah? So I want you to understand. I want you to feel powerful. Quý vị có bao giờ nghĩ, sometimes là mình mà không có hiểu cái gì đó, mình không có biết nhiều, mình không có biết là mình nên hỏi ai. You feel like weak. So I've always said, knowledge is power. So let's learn something. Let's get you some knowledge about what you have. Let's look at your plan. If you don't have a plan, let's come up with a plan. Okay, let's come up with a plan. And it's not too late. It's not too late. It's only too late if you're already retired and you have no money and you come to me and you say, how can I get retirement money? Okay, then it might be too late. Nhưng mà for most of you watching right now, you can do something. And really, for most of you watching right now, if you continue doing exactly what you're doing right now, most of you will fail to have enough money in retirement. Yep, will fail to have enough money in retirement. So on one of the other lessons, I showed you how if by the age of 65, you've saved $1 million, sounds like a lot. That will be equivalent to $40,000 a year in income. That means your money is losing value. I've talked to a lot of Vietnamese who have a lot of cash in their bank accounts. And by the way, there are new offers from banks for high yield savings accounts that earn 3, 4, even 5% interest. Believe it or not, nhưng mà you have to have a lot of money. Nhưng mà it's available. So depending, that might be the thing to do. But the majority of people I talk to, mấy trăm ngàn trong nhà băng, không có ăn tiền lời. Sometimes mình nghe mà mình đứt ruột luôn á. Tiền nhiều như vậy mà không ăn tiền lời, uổng không? Tại sao? Inflation 8% right now. Remember, money never sits still. Money is always moving. Okay? If you missed that the other week, money is always moving. It never just sits there. Your money doesn't sit in the bank. Okay? Your money doesn't sit at home. It doesn't sit in a safe. Money never stays still. It's always moving. So your money is either gaining value or losing value. So if your cash is at home, losing value. If it's in the kind of savings and checking account that most people can get, losing money. So let's get you on a plan where you earn some money with your money, and let's just get smart about our retirement. Let's get smart about our retirement. It depends on your $1 million is not enough. $1 million is not enough. Nhưng mà when I say that, it scares people away because they say there's no way right now that they can save $1 million. But guess what? There is a way. There is a way. If you have money, of course, it takes money to make money. If you have money right now, we can turn it into $1 million or more. And it doesn't even have to be a lot of money. Okay? If your income is $100,000, if your income is $100,000, there is a way for you to use bank leveraging to buy a bigger policy than you would have on your own. I should do a video on that. Okay? It's like Roth on steroids, 3-to-1 matching. Okay? Quý vị trả 5 năm thôi. Trong 5 năm đầu nhà băng cũng là trả tiền bên cạnh mình đó, nó cũng là trong đó luôn. Rồi 5 năm sau quý vị xong rồi, no more. Nhưng mà nhà băng nó vẫn trả cái phần của nó, phần của quý vị. Như vậy nó trả 3 lần, quý vị trả 1 lần. Minimum $1 million policy. I know people who have several policies. Rồi sau đó mình lấy cái tiền cash ra từ cái tiền tử, không trả thuế. Roth on roids, right? Okay, so IUL is like Roth on steroids, and I don't know what a Kaizen plan is. That is amazing. So think about it. Mình đang vay tiền nhà băng để mình mua nhà lớn, mình đang vay tiền nhà băng để mình mua xe cho đẹp. Tại sao mình không có dùng tiền nhà băng for retirement? It's possible. You just need someone to structure it for you correctly. Okay? You're gonna be happy about it. Rồi mai mốt mà quý vị qua Cali đó, come by and give me a ly chè. Okay, everybody. So here it is. This is my website. Remember, I've said it before, the more information you give me, the better I can help you. Yeah, the better I can help you. If you don't give me a lot of information, if you don't really want to tell me how much money you make, I can't help you. Here we go. In, breathe out. Thank you, my friends on the East Coast, for staying up late each time I go live. Okay. And thank you, Vietnam. Have a great day in Vietnam. I'm happy to help. Please reach out to me. If you've got questions, please leave it in comments. I do read your comments. Okay. Part of tonight's lesson was from a viewer comment. Yeah. And I hope you understand a little more about compound interest. Use it to your advantage. Compound interest is your lover, baby. Okay, everyone. It was nice to see you. It was nice to be seen. And we'll see you on Thursday for an English lesson. And if there's a financial topic you'd like me to talk about, write it in comments. And we'll see you next Monday for another Money Monday. Oh, Florida. Tự nhiên I have so many people calling me from Florida too for help. I love it. Okay, everyone. Mwah. Good night, everybody. And goodbye, Vietnam.